heard the question before, is the brand really the same as the generic? Well, the FDA puts out a publication that'll help us kind of decipher just how appropriate it is to substitute a generic for a brand medication. In this lecture, which should be pretty short, we'll discuss the rating system that the FDA comes up with, as well as the book that the FDA has brought out before us. First of all, the book's known as the Approved Drug Products with Therapeutic and Equivalence Evaluations. Again, it's made by the FDA, and it's commonly known as the Orange Book. So quickly found on a shelf. Obviously, it has a color reference so we can find it quickly, but it's commonly just known as the Orange Book. And that's the Approved Drug Products with Therapeutic Equivalence Evaluations, and that's made by the FDA. So we'll begin right here with the therapeutic equivalence ratings. You may hear that a medication is A-rated, and A-rated means there's no known suspected bioequivalence problems. So that first letter, A, will let you know that it's A-rated and that there's no known or even suspected bioequivalence problems. A-rated medications will be designated as AA, AN, AO, AP, or AT, and that just depends on the dosage form, depending on whether it's an oral medication or a cream or anything like that. But A is what I want you to pay attention to, that first letter, to let us know that it is A-rated. A B-rated, which you'll hear that, I almost seem like I hear that more commonly, but that's bioequivalence problems have been resolved with adequate evidence. In other words, perhaps the FDA noticed that there was an issue with this, the generic manufacturer then fixed it, and it's been resolved. So any problems have been resolved with an adequate evidence, so they've been able to prove that. Next comes our therapeutic equivalence ratings that are not therapeutically equivalent, and these are given the first letter designation of B. They're designated as BC, BD, BE, BN, BP, BR, BS, BT, and BX. Now, these medications are shown to not be therapeutically equivalent, and that is why they have this B rating. So if someone asks you what is better, A-rated or B-rated generics, we're looking for A-rated because they're usually therapeutically equivalent. Now, those that are not are B. Now, the doctor may have a perfectly okay reason for using them. You as a pharmacy may have a perfectly okay reason for dispensing them, but you need to know the different classification system here of A-rated generics or B-rated generics. Many times you'll hear that a medication is AB-rated, and as we talked about before, that's just because any equivalencies have been resolved. So study up on that. It's just a really quick lettering system to let you know about the equivalence of generic medications compared to their brand counterparts.